Okay, we are live. We are here doing a little, going to be learning how to make pork chops. Nice pork chops, by the way. The ones that give you that nice savory flavor and none of that dryness. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to be using these pork chops I got from a local butcher in Dublin, and we're going to be making making pork chops, which are going to be glazed with spicy honey, a little bit of vinegar, garlic powder, and of course a little bit of minced garlic and some pepper. The way it should be made, the perverted style. And the way we're going to do that is, so here are the full ingredients here. We've got the extra virgin olive oil, something I'm definitely not extra virgin of. Hey, Cement, how you doing? You right on time. I'm going to be using some butter here. And the butter I use here, I try to make it unsaturated. So that way I don't have to run the risk of getting high cholesterol later on in my life. And then here we're going to be using some garlic powder, some flat leaf parsley for garnish, a little bit of, here's our distilled vinegar. And of course, not a pork chop or any kind of meat without salt and pepper. All right, perfect. And then, of course, we're going to add some water with the honey and the vinegar to make sure that the pork is nice and tender when we're putting it in the frying pan. All right, so first thing we're going to do is I am going to heat the oven. We're going to be using a medium-high heat. And then while that's heating up, we're going to start by seasoning the pork chops with salt, pepper, and the garlic powder. Here we go. It's actually going to be my last stream before I head out to Eastern Europe tomorrow, where I'm going to be seeing my grandfather, who is currently not doing well, as he's got moderate dementia. So I'm going to need to see him before it's too late. I'm actually running a little bit, going to be a tight schedule for the next couple of days because I've got to see him. I'm going to have to first fly out to London, and then I'm going to have to fly out from London to Belgrade. But that's all going to be in the period of 2 days. So hopefully it's not too much pressure. Or better yet, I hope they don't cancel my flight. Because if they cancel my flight from Ireland to London, I'm screwed. And refunding tickets is not pleasant because they don't give you much of a refund. Unless, of course, something else happens. I'm sorry to hear he's not well. Thank you, Cement. I appreciate it. I haven't actually seen him myself in well over 7 years, and I feel guilty because over the years I really haven't had a good chance to be close with him. I have seen him, a couple of times, but to be honest, I've been taking it for granted so many times. Really need to learn how to stop doing that. And also, life lesson for everyone and anyone. If you're close with your parents and grandparents, treasure them completely. If they continue to be a good influence on you, cherish it. If they continue to be a bad influence on you, don't get yourself sucked down. Don't let them suck you down to their level. Hello, Laura B. Ciao, mi bella. All right, so we've seasoned it with the salt and the pepper. Now we're going to put in the garlic powder, like so. Here it says to use a tablespoon, but since we got 5 pork chops, I figured, fine, I don't think so. All right, here we go. is that I only met my dad's dad once in my life. Sometimes it happens that way. Don't beat yourself up. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. Like most of us don't even get to see our grandparents at all. I mean, it's always been in like, intervals of on average 7 years. Like I first saw him at 8, then at 12, then at 16, then at 24. Now it's at 31. So, oh boy. And what I worry about is like we're not going to be since he's got moderate dementia. I kind of think about like what he can remember and what he can't remember. If he's not able to form new memories, then the least I can do is like sort of do like a video, not a YouTube video, but just like stuff chronicling like how he's lived his life, how he loves it, what does he like the most about the life he's lived, and what doesn't he like. You know, you've got to always learn as much from your parents and grandparents as possible. I mean, I learned a lot from mine, but unfortunately, feels like with what happened with COVID, that a lot of them have revealed their true colors, and it makes me feel betrayed. But what are you putting now? Well, I just put garlic powder in right now, Laura. So I put in some garlic powder, just seasoning. I'm just heating up the oven, sorry, the frying pan, and now I'm just gonna heat about 2 tablespoons worth of oil right there. Right. Let's just turn it around. Okay. Very good. They're nice and seasoned now. So we got salt, pepper, garlic powder seasoned on there. Now, once this heats up, we move on to the next step. We're going to be uh, going to sear the chop on both sides until it's nice and golden through. So we're gonna wait for that to be heated nice and well. So we'll give it a few more seconds with the oil. And then for 4 to 5 minutes each side, we're going to sear the pork chops. And then after we sear the pork chops, what we'll be doing in the meantime is we're going to mince the garlic that's on this plate over here. Yeah. I gotta say, I think with the hype of the Johnny Depp trial and the Amber Heard trial, like finally it's like starting to die down. That like we gotta find a way to keep ourselves together, more than ever now, because we can't just be focusing just on the trial now. I mean, like now that the trial's over, which is how we all got together, could this be the end for us all? I hope not. We gotta be able to find ways to keep each other company. Definitely not make us feel, alone, isolated. Okay. All right. So it's nice and heated up. So now we're just going to put the pork up. 3 and okay. Looks like I'll only be able to do 4 at a time. Oh well. So we're going to be doing that for 4 to 5 minutes. Now, in the meantime, we're going to take the garlic and mince it like so. Let's get the knife. There we go. Come on. Always try to do it with the ball of your hands. So, come on. All right. And just cut it up. One garlic down. 5 more to go. I'm glad it's over. All my true crime channels were covering Death too. I was getting oversaturated and in true crime withdrawal. Yeah, it's I mean, the same can be said for like, any kind of addiction that you have for anything that's been exciting. Now that the excitement's over, you kind of have to figure out how can you fill that hole. Pretty much how I feel like anytime I finish a manga or like, a hentai story. You just can't help but feel like, what's next? Like, how do I move on from there? And it can be tough. So, key thing is like, to immerse yourself in different things that you can find exciting and just go from there. Okay, we got 2 more minutes to go. It's not over, Cement. Well, I mean, well, yeah, Churd says that she's going to appeal. Plus, of course, there's her already trying to go after Tug and having that virtue signaling pathetic victim of a journalist who I shall not name, but works for a certain compost, trying to play the victim. It's quite that. All right, 2 more pieces to go. It was bizarre. My one channel was covering Anthony Todd, family annihilation and death at the same time. I know, narcissists, they'll never stop. I know. Narcissists are like the Terminator. They can't be bargained with, they can't be reasoned with. They don't feel pity or remorse or fear. Well, actually, they feel fear, but they definitely don't feel pity or remorse. And they absolutely will not stop ever until you or her or him are dead. Okay. Okay, it's been 4 minutes. Excellent. So now it's time to flip over the pork chops. Good. And then we'll do that for 4 to 5 minutes as well. All right. Well, nah, I won't risk it. I'm just going to do these 4 and then I'll leave the last one there. I can't imagine Turd appealing to anyone. I know that's the problem, and she's doing a like she has a smaller and smaller chance of appealing now. First, she decides to attack the jury, and now they're attacking the judge. I mean, you can't. She's in a lose-lose situation here. She's basically exposing her true self, and now she thinks like if she complains like this, that she'll be in the clear. That's not how it works in real life, sweetie. You never ever insult the people who can potentially who decide your fate when it comes to a crime you committed. Never ever do that. All right, let's the next little hold up. You guys like that? All right, and last garlic to mix. And there's our minced garlic. Excellent. Muskie won't foot the bill, I'm sure. Oh, no, no. Muskie, as far as I know, is pretty much blaming both sides. He's trying to be as neutral as possible. And I'm pretty sure James Franco won't do it. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to help her out. And I think she knows this, and that's why she's trying to attack as many people as possible. Okay, so we got 1 more minute, and then we're just going to move the pork chops, these pork chops to the side, and then we'll cook that last pork chop. Okay, very good. Just transfer these over. 2, 3, and 4. Let's do this last one. Porco number 5. Yeah, so that's that regarding the death trial. Yeah, they're really going hard on Tug now. Like they're attacking, I mean, CBS, NBC. It's only a matter of time before ABC does the same, and pretty much any. I won't be surprised if Fox does too. Do you have an email on your channel? I do have an email on my channel. Um, I will actually post it right now. Go. All posted. That is my. That's the email. Kosovo. Yep, that's right. I mean, I'm a firm believer that Kosovo is part of Serbia, hence my name. That is a huge piece of Serbian history. That's where all of our churches, our books, relics, everything like that. We consider that to be the heart of Serbia for over the past 1,000 years. Actually, in terms of my ancestry, um, my ancestor at the time, he was actually the one who carried the flag in the Battle of Kosovo when it took place in 1389. I just tried to refer you to a funny video, and YouTube deleted my comment, so I will email you the video name. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. I'll check it out once I'm done with this. Okay. Based on that smell, I better flip it over. Uh-oh. Whew. Didn't expect to see that fast. I know. The thing is that we identify Kosovo with war. Yeah, you can thank. Yeah, the in today's world, yes, many people view Kosovo as a battlefield, um, which is unfortunate since the Republic has actually always been part of Serbia until Albania tried to take it away from us. Well, now that not tried, but they've already taken it away with the help of the globalists. And now we have to try our best to preserve what's left of it. Only 10% of the population in Kosovo is Serbian, while 90% is Muslim. And the way the Serbs are being treated there is very, very bad. They're like being abused like to this day as we speak. Okay, a few more minutes, and then we're going to move the that last pork chop over here, and then we're going to reduce the heat to a medium, and then melt some butter. Speaking of other bad stuff, I'm sure most of you have heard about what's going on with that little Urza Miller, the and what he's trying to do with the child now, which is very degrading and disgusting. I really wonder how people like him can get a pass with everything, but realizing that he's part of Hollywood and a multimillionaire now, that should answer your question. I love garlic, but not my son. You should really convince him to try garlic. Like garlic was known as the original cure all for any kind of disease, and people still use garlic as a great way to lower cholesterol and also to boost your immune system. Okay, check if the other side of it. Definitely. Okay, but that is definitely good. We'll just put that over, and now we are going to take. We are going to take 1 tablespoon. So that's 3 teaspoons of butter. Will melt in here, but first we're going to lower the. We're going to lower it to medium heat. So 1, 2, and 3. Come on, come on. Yeah. Saute garlic until fragrant, so about 30 seconds. So let's first scrape off the shards here. All right. And then we put this in for 30 seconds. So it's nice and brown. All right, there we go. Butter. Yep. So we're just going to be putting in butter because we're going to be using this to as a base to sort of season the uh, season the pork chops accordingly. Okay, that's definitely 30 seconds. Now we have to put in the honey, water, and vinegar. Okay, so here we are. This is the honey. We're going to be using spicy honey. Here we go. We're going to put some water in. And this one I'm actually using Volvic water. I refuse to use tap water. And then we're going to mix in some vinegar. 2 tablespoons of vinegar to be exact. So about 6 teaspoons worth. One, two, three, four, five, and six. Voila. I emailed you. Thanks, Cement. I'll do it after the stream is over. And we take it lightly. So we stir, and then we stir this for about 3 to 4 minutes. So 3 to 4 minutes. So whew, this spicy honey is no joke. It's funny. The spicy honey I bought came in a squeeze bottle, and unfortunately, the honey was so thick that there was no way for me to squeeze it out of the bottle. So I had to cut it up, and I had to cut the plastic open in order to reach for the honey. Not the most commendable, not the smartest option, but it was the only one I could do at the time. So we'll just stir that in. Will be the marinade for the pork chops. All right, so like it's thickening quite well. Try and cut up some of the garlic in here. Got a generally good feeling about this, minus a few charred bits, but otherwise doesn't look too bad. Wonder what does your son do, Laura? Is he does he do similar stuff than you, or is he in a different career? Okay, all right. Now we're going to put the pork chops back in. Oh, I do them fried, passed into eggs, and then into bread. Hmm, interesting. Very interesting. I did have eggs today, but that was for breakfast. Besides, I have to wake up early at 3:30 at 3 o'clock in the morning because my flight's at around 6:30. And with the way that the way the Ireland airport works, it's not pleasant. Like the wait times are pathetic. It's okay, go like this. All right. So in the meantime, we're going to get a big spoon and start basting. We'll do that for about 1 or 2 minutes. What do you think, guys? Say this looks pretty good. That definitely looks really good, in my opinion. And I've got low self-esteem. Well, I mean, it's getting higher, but work in progress. Mm, damn, that looks good. I wish I could steal one. Uh, I wish I could send you some. Oh well, maybe another time. Okay, so once that's done, next thing we're going to start is All right, let's turn the oven off, or sorry, the stove, and we're just going to gently pork chop right here. First, let's plate out. Get this pork chop grease on here. Hi, Rome. I've been watching. I'm clearing my bedroom today. Pork chop looks delicious. I grill mine, then add cheese and applesauce back under grill 5 minutes, making me hungry. Oh, cheese. Yeah, I was thinking of putting in some cheese, but unfortunately the cheese I had to put that, so it's like it'll have to be another time. I was contemplating it too, but I was afraid I would have made it a little bit too greasy. That's okay. Just put this here. Now, yep, oven's turned off. That's good. I'm just going to put some parsley on. Oh, it tastes good already. Spoiler alert. There we have it, guys. Nicely cooked pork chops. Well, fried, actually. There's a little bit of parsley that's garnished on there. So what say y'all? How would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being crap, Romer, you should quit, and 10 being Romer, you can cook me up anytime, baby. But if I had to rate myself, I think this is at least a 9 out of 10. Okay, so Laura B is saying 8. Very well. Okay. Cement shoes going 11. Ah, man. Pretty much say that about anything that's mouth-watering that I make. All right, so we have an 8 from Laura and 11 from Cement, and I think Margot is the one that's gone quiet. That's okay. Right. But yeah, I would go with a 9 myself. All right, awesome. Looks like I've done pretty well for this one. And otherwise, okay, Margot's going with an 8 as well. So we've got an 8, 11, and an 8. Very good. Yeah, not bad for a first try with these pork chops. So that should be good. Otherwise, I'm going to try these out, guys. And thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys later. Take care. Only because I don't get to eat them. Sorry, Margot. I do hope I get to make some for you in case you ever come to Ireland. But I know Fanta might come to Ireland if she like maybe a few days after I come back with Harley. So we'll see how that goes. Later, all. Take care.